7 being the number, they say completion, but you're not through yet. You've just completed the first leg of your journey. 5 being the number of grace. You've served us with such grace. And you've completed this leg of the journey. 55 years of marriage. Double grace, the number 5. And so as we sit in this place today, and this woman poured out on her birthday. She could have just sit back and let us sing and give her all the, but she wanted to pour out. And I said, if I don't catch her, she'll never let us hear from her. And so I want to say to you today, 40 years, 40, tell us about how you sustained for 40 years.
I think everybody has a nudge. I think everybody has something that won't let them go. Before I started my speaking career, my son and husband will tell you, I was always inviting women over to my house, and my husband would go into the office like, what is she doing? I was always gathering women. It's like, I just have to teach. So I stopped ignoring that nudge to teach. I said, I'm gonna take this to another level. This feels good. They're getting results. I would do this for free if I have to. And I started off doing it for free. And then as you develop self-esteem and worthiness, you say, okay, I'm gonna charge. If they pay me. And then you begin to see, I must be on track. So I think it was just staying connected to that intuition. This is what you're supposed to be doing. No matter what other people say. I've been called crazy. I've been called stuck up. I've had ups. I've had downs. I've had big checks, little checks, no checks, bounce checks. I've had all. And so to still stand after you just buried your mother and get up and speak. To still stand when I had so horrific pain from fibroids. To still stand and speak 5 weeks after I buried my son. What is this thing that keeps me going? It's got to be God. Because if I was doing something I didn't like, I can't come into work today. I got to go home. And I began to see that there was something pulling me that wasn't attached to money. And believe me, I love money, but fulfilling your purpose is a natural high. It's a natural high. And so I gave myself permission to go through all the ups and downs and being misunderstood. Because at the end of the day, if I felt like I made a difference, that if I made an impact, that it was worth it.
And it has been worth it. I can testify. How many of you can testify it's been worth it? Raise your hands if it's been worth it. If your life has been changed because of what you heard, what you saw, what she did, what shifted you. Raise your hand. Come on, we can do better than that. We're talking about 40 years. 40 years. Yeah. And I also want to ask you, Jewel, just because I just want to know. I don't know if they want to know or not. You know, life has its ups and downs. How do you manage when it is low? When it is low, 40 years of this and then 75 years of life, how do you manage when times are, when nobody's calling, when the checks aren't coming? What are you doing? How do you manage? What are your thoughts?
It's your own personal relationship with the divine, with God, with the Creator, whatever you want to call it. You have to have that spiritual connection to say, help, guide me. What we doing? Where we going? What is this about? And be still to listen. Because I'm a busybody, running. So when I would get still, all of a sudden a little grace would come, a little direction would come, a phone call would come. And I'm like, oh, you just wanted me to be still. I kept thinking about the play I saw years ago. Your arms are too short to box with God. So when I realized that from getting angry at God for the things I went through, it was futile. It was poor energy. And I said, I've got to put I visualize. I keep pictures, I keep books, I keep music, I keep affirmations, I keep everything possible in my environment. Because my environment affects my environment. And so if you're negative, if you're gossipy, if you're complaining, if you whine, it's like, ooh, it's like a chalk on the board. So I'm very careful about my environment. I try to keep my home pleasant. I work on keeping peace because you never know when a storm is coming. I know several people here that have been through storms, in a storm right now. And if any of y'all not in a storm, keep on living. Because either you coming out of it, or you in it,
Or you about to go in.
or you about to go through it. And so what I learned, make sure you have the tools. My son is in construction. He had to invest in tools. I got to get this. I said, well, honey, if you're going to do the work, you got to have the best tools. Yeah. So in building, not a house, but building your life, you got to have the right tools. Yeah. And so my tools are my books that I read, my prayer life, my service. I believe in serving other people. Yes. I take my attention off myself. How can I help somebody else? And before you know it, God has done something to me. Because I'm not focusing on poor me. I'm like, let me put my energy over here because I'll sit here and I'll just waste away.
Well, Jewel, you're so creative. I don't know, when I see empowerment and I see all these things that you create, where does this creativity come from? How do you keep it going 40 years? And you just keep, the one book that I love when she said, and I love this, desperation is a terrible perfume to wear. Yeah. I was like, oh, that's good, and it's true. So your creativity is, 40 years and you're still creating. You're 75 years old, you're still creating. There was a time when I said, I'm 66 and I was getting ready to be 60, and I said to my son just out loud, I said, I'm getting ready to be 60 and I'm not where I think I need to be, and I'm 60, I'm getting older, I'm already. And he looked at me and he said, well, look at Dr. Jewel. And I said, oops, let me shut up. Because he already knew the impact that she had put in my life, and he was teaching me what she had already taught me, but he had to remind me. So this creativity that you keep, how does that work?
Well,
or does it work?
When Janetta opened up her mouth, ask her where that came from. Ask her where that came from.
Janetta, where did that come from?
It came from the Holy Spirit. Mm-hmm. It came from God. If I open my mouth, that's not what's going to come out. Mm-hmm. You ask somebody that plays the piano, how do you do that? They can't tell you. Mm-hmm. It's a divine download. Yes. Yeah. And once you line up with what excites you and you can bless others because of it. Yes. It's nothing like it. There are people that hate their jobs. Yeah. Hate them. There are people that hate to go home. There are people that hate their lives. And I'm like, God, I don't want that. So if that's what I don't want, then what can you do about it, Jewel? Make sure you do things that bring you joy and bring joy to other people. Yeah. See, because wealth is not just about money. For you all to show up, I am so wealthy. I'm not kidding you. Alice is my dear friend from high school. I just was studying all the time, reading all the time. I didn't have many friends. And my best girlfriend at the time was Jewel. She passed from cancer. So to have Alice still in my life, she sees somebody she didn't, you don't recognize me sometimes, right, Alice? I'm not that girl from Compton. I matured, I evolved. Yes. I allow myself to keep growing. Yes. And if I go to a class reunion and everybody's still the same, dressed the same, talk the same, that is boring. I got to be around people that are growing because it's infectious. Yes. Yes. It's like if I put I don't smoke, if I put my jacket in somebody's closet that they smoke, guess what my jacket don't smell like? So I'm very careful with my environment. I'm very careful. People are contagious. And so you all have blessed me in a way you cannot imagine. You smile at me, you send me texts, you send me cards. You have invested in my nonprofit and trusted me with the mission. We've been giving thousands of dollars to hurting women. I couldn't do it out of my pocket. I do it because, ladies, please stand up. Please, Sister Sowers, please stand up, please. And this is not all of it, but these women trust me. These women
Yes.
have changed. You have changed other women's lives. Because the money we sent to the women that lost their homes in the Pasadena fires, the women that are single mothers that didn't have money to buy presents for their kids, the women who had cancer, the women that needed things, it's because my compassion rubbed off on their compassion, and we came together on a mission. So find out what turns you on, and then you tap into that, and God provides.
Yeah, come on. And lastly, before I go back to my seat, sorry, what do you want to leave us with? For 75, what do you want to leave us with? What's to come? What do you desire? What's your thoughts? What do you want to tell us?
It's a lot, but I think I want to continue growing the things that are best for my well-being and my family. I want to stay consistent. I don't want to be all over the place. And Lord, help me to be disciplined. Help me to be consistent, because that's where the harvest comes. And I haven't always been consistent. I'm an overcomer of procrastination. I'm an overcomer of people pleasing. And I'm saying that as I make adjustments, I'm bearing fruit. So I just ask God, continue to cover me so that I can be a blessing to my husband, my son, my grandson, to people that are in my circle of influence. Let me live up, let me have the integrity, the influence, and the income. So I just want to have that steadiness in my spirit, that no matter what's happening, I'm steady. I'm grounded. I'm trusting you, God. I don't like it, but I'm trusting you. And not looking outside of myself, looking within. Be still and know. I just want to practice that.
I just want to know before I leave, are we good? In front of all these people, we good?
You are more than good. You are a blessing.
I will have to say this before I actually do go to my city. She took me on tour with her years ago. I can remember us, and we were going from city to city. And I said, "Oh, I want to be a motivational speaker." She said, "Okay, well, I'm gonna mentor you, and you come go on tour with me, and I'm gonna let you speak." She let me speak. She gave me the mic, but I was tired. How the heck did I do this? We was in one state, then the next state, then another, and we were driving. And the one thing that I want to say, she graded me at one of the events, and I was a nervous wreck. And I stood there, and she always told me to be authentic and, just speak. And when she took me to the back and she said, "I give you an A. So thank you."